It will be an emotional weekend for football fans in Liverpool. After 9 remarkable years, Jurgen Klopp is stepping down as manager.
Beyond the silverware, the charismatic German has become more than just a football manager to lots of people in his adopted city.
I'm Margaret Aspinall, former chair of the Hillsborough Family Support Group. I lost my son James at Hillsborough. The first time I met Jurgen Klopp, I was quite surprised how much and the knowledge he had of Hillsborough. The Hillsborough families have been through so much. We've won a lot of things with Jurgen. He's took all that pain away for them 90 minutes. He really gets the people of Merseyside. He really does. I feel he is a scouser.
Hi, my name is Dan Shields. I'm the head chef at Home Baked Cooperative Bakery in Anfield, and this is our Klopp pie, named in honour of Jurgen Klopp. It's based around a kind of mixture of steak and ale and meat and potato, but it's packed with those kind of German, almost pickled ingredients. So even though obviously Jurgen's leaving the end of the season, which we are devastated about, particularly when we found out, we're going to keep on running the pie. The last couple of years we found it's probably been a staple, really, of what we do.
I'm Neil Puller. I live in Formby, less than half a mile away from Jurgen and Ulla. In February 2022, I had what's called a sudden cardiac arrest. In the period when I was in hospital, somebody put something through our letterbox. It was a signed Liverpool shirt from themselves and the team squad. To me, it was a sign of their kindness, if you like, and their place within the local community, that they did something like that completely unprompted. It means a great deal.
Dear Steve, firstly, I hope you don't mind me writing to you. I just want to get in touch to let you know that you're in my thoughts and in my prayers. My name's Colette Halliday. My connection to Jurgen Klopp, sadly, is through some personally tragic circumstances with the loss of my partner. Stephen was diagnosed with pulmonary fibrosis and deteriorated. A great friend of his, Andy Johnson, approached the club and said, could you possibly do anything? A little while after, out of the blue, came this absolutely beautiful letter. We just all burst into tears when we read it because it was just beautiful. And I was so pleased that he got to see it because he died about 3 weeks later. The managers, players, owners, directors, staff and supporters of this club, excuse me, are all supporting you. And the best thing about this, I know, is what a difference it can make. Steve, we're all with you. You'll never walk alone. Jurgen Klopp. I think that's a measure of the man.
Unusual for somebody to come from outside the city and really get a flavour of what he needs to be doing. He will be missed massively.
It's now 2 and a bit years since my problem. If I see him, he's coming out of his drive or he's driving past, he'll always stop and ask how I am.
If you only meet him for 5 seconds, you feel as if you've known him for years.
The city will miss him, but having seen interviews with him, he will miss the city as well, won't he? And I think, if we're honest, even fans of other clubs will miss him as one of those characters in the Premier League.
I think it goes beyond that as well. I think every
Yeah.
once in a while football managers leap out of the sport they're in and just become a name that people know and a character. I will reiterate the invitation. There's plenty of room on the sofa tomorrow morning ahead of the end of his run. Why not?
Jurgen, it's the right colour for
So, Jurgen,
you.
if you're watching now, the invitation is there.
So Liverpool's final fixture at Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock. They are hosting Wolves. I'm sure it will be emotional.